Islam in New Zealand is a minority religion, only adhered to by 1.2% of the population of the southernmost country on the earth. But in recent years, Islam seems to be growing rapidly in New Zealand. Let's watch this video in this Islam in History channel.
New Zealand is an island country in the southwestern Pacific Ocean. It consists of two main landmasses, North Island or Te Aotearoa, and South Island or Te Waipounamu, and over 700 smaller islands. It lies east of Australia, across the Tasman Sea, and south of the islands of New Caledonia, Fiji, and Tonga. New Zealand's capital city is Wellington, but its most populous city is Auckland. The North Island is more populous than the South Island, even though the area is smaller. The three largest cities in New Zealand are on North Island, Auckland, Hamilton and Wellington. And the big city on the South Island is Christchurch. In the 2018 census, 71.8% of New Zealand residents identified ethnically as European and 16.5% as Maori, an indigenous tribe of New Zealand. Other major ethnic groups include Asian, 15.3%, and Pacific peoples, 9%. The population has become more multicultural and diverse in recent decades. This is different from the situation in the early 1960s where the number of Europeans was very dominant, reaching 92% of the entire population, while Asians only made up around 1%. New Zealand is known as a very secular country. Almost half of the 5.2 million population claim to have no religion or are atheists. Around 37% of the population claims to be Christian from various denominations. Meanwhile, around 62,000 people claim to be Muslim, or around 1.2% of the entire population. This makes Islam the third largest religion in New Zealand after Christianity and Hinduism, 2.1%. The majority of Muslims in New Zealand are Sunni, with a large minority Shia and some Ahmadi. The Auckland region exhibited the greatest religious diversity. The first Muslims in New Zealand were an Indian family who settled in Kashmir, Christchurch, in 1850. Then came the Chinese Muslim gold miners in the 1870s. Three important Gujarati Muslim families came from India in the 1900s. In 1951, the refugee boat SS Gioia brought over 60 Muslim men from Eastern Europe. These Gujarati and European immigrants worked together in the 1950s, to buy a house and convert it into an Islamic center in 1959. The first Islamic organization in New Zealand, the New Zealand Muslim Association, NZMA, was established in Auckland in 1950. Mazar Krasniqi, a businessman with Kosovan Albanian origin, was served as the president. The first Imam, Maulana Said Musa Patel, arrived from Gujarat, India, in 1960. Large-scale Muslim immigration to New Zealand began in the 1970s with the arrival of Fiji Indians, followed in the 1990s by refugees from various war-torn countries, Somalia, Bosnia, Lebanon, Afghanistan, Kosovo, Iran and Iraq. In the 2000s there was a surge in conversions to Islam among indigenous Maori. In April 1979, Mazar Krasniqi brought together the three regional Muslim organizations of Canterbury, Wellington and Auckland to create the only national Islamic body, the Federation of Islamic Association of New Zealand, FIANZ. Later Dr. Haji Ashraf Chowdhury served as president, 1984 to 1985, before pursuing a political career and entering the New Zealand Parliament in 1999. And now FIANZ is headed by Ibra Sheikh. Now, there are significant communities of Muslims from the Middle East, from Turkey and Lebanon, South Asia, Pakistan, India, and Bangladesh, and Southeast Asia, from Malaysia and Indonesia. There is also a large Indo-Fijian community, and an equally substantial Somali minority. Muslims here come from 35 nationalities. The majority of Muslims in New Zealand are concentrated in the major cities of Auckland, Hamilton, Wellington, and Christchurch. In recent years an influx of Malay students from Malaysia, Singapore and Indonesia has increased the proportion of Muslims in some other centers. Notably the university city of Dunedin. Dunedin's Al Huda Mosque Reputli, the world's southernmost. The Muslim Students and Youth Association of New Zealand was formed in 1997. It is affiliated to FINZ. It is primarily run by university students and other youth. They undertake regular activities including lectures, sports tournaments and Muslim youth camps. And work with FIANZ, who organize the annual Islam Awareness Week, IAW. New Zealand has several mosques and Islamic centers and trusts in the major centers, and 2 Islamic schools, Al-Madina and Zayed College for Girls, in Auckland. Auckland alone has about 15 Islamic centers, mosques, and trusts. Al-Noor Mosque in Rickcarton, Christchurch, built over 1984–85. It was the world's southernmost mosque until 1999. The Southland Muslim Association Mosque in the city of Invercargill is located in the southernmost part of the world, close to the Antarctic Circle. The mosque is led by Sheikh Reza Abdul-Jabbar, a dairy farmer from Indonesia. Islam entered the city of Invercargill in the 1980s. It is immigrants from Iran, Pakistan, Bangladesh and Malaysia who try their luck there to work. They then formed a community and slowly built the Southland Muslim Association in early 2008. This city with a population of 50,000 has thousands of Muslims. Islam now is the fastest growing religions in Aotearoa or New Zealand, especially among the Maori, the indigenous tribe of New Zealand. The Aotearoa Maori Muslim Association, AMMA, the most influential Maori Muslim movement, views Islam as the perfect vehicle for Maori nationalism. Even the Maori tribe has a special interest in Islam, translating the Quran into Maori language in 2008. People's conversion to Islam in various parts of the world is generally related to the search for spiritual fulfillment, victims of racism and colonialism, and disappointment with Western and Christian values. For Maori, there appears to be a similar reason. But there are striking cultural similarities between Muslims and Maori, in terms of respect for elders, family values, stories, and other similarities. Maori converts explain that converts have improved their well-being and sense of empowerment. Some Maori who previously joined gangs and were imprisoned have converted to Islam and found peace. There was an attack on the Muslim community at the Christchurch Mosque in 2019, but this attack actually made Muslim residents flooded with sympathy from New Zealanders. Many of them then studied Islam, and finally converted to Islam, including white Europeans. According to the International Muslim Association of New Zealand, following the 2019 Christchurch attacks, 3 to 5 people a day converted at Wellington mosques. One of the most famous is Sonny Bill Williams, a rugby player and heavyweight boxer. He came from Pacific Islander community. Muslims there are now increasingly active in preaching and presenting an image of a peaceful and progressive Islam.